Hey guys, Megan here. So I'm back for week 17, and I think I did a 16-week update. I can't remember. Um, so let's see. Week 17, we started off. I chopped off all of my hair. I got rid of the dead. The ends of my hair were super dead, and then just coloring my hair even was becoming an issue because I had done this really pretty like burgundy red. It was like a deep brown with this really pretty red in it, and I loved it. But the ends were the only thing. They were super dark, and then where my hair had grown out, it grew out to like, oh my god, probably about here. The rest was like, it was like down to my boob, and all of that was just dead. And so that never held color. It was just always darker than the rest of my hair, and I had two-toned hair, and it was weird. So now after she cut it off, I'm like, wow, my hair looks really light. Like I swore I colored it really dark. And she goes, that's because we chopped off all the dark. And I was like, oh. So yeah. Oh, there you can kind of see it in the sun. The hint of red, kind of looks just brown on here. But anyway, so I'm really happy about that. And you know what? She cut it really short, but hair grows back, so I'm not like freaking out about it. I can make it work. So anyway, so here we are for week 17. I am 17 weeks, and what's today? Saturday. I turn Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I'm 17 weeks and 3 days. And I guess some changes. I wouldn't really call them changes. Maybe just things I forgot to mention in my last video. But symptom-wise, I've been having a lot of round ligament pain. A lot. I think I have mentioned it. When I stand up really quickly, I get that stretching, pulling feeling, and I'm like, it kind of stops me in my tracks. I have to wait. It's like a Charlie horse. You kind of have to just wait for it to go away. There's not, if you keep moving, it's just going to make it worse. So I get that, and I've noticed that my back has been hurting really bad. I am going to bring it up to my doctor because it's pretty significantly bad. It's waking me up at night, and it's hard for me to get comfortable. It's hard. I mean, and we even bought a new bed, but we're also replacing the bed with a different one that's a lot softer. This one seems to be too firm, so I'm hoping part of it is just the bed that is causing a lot of my pain. But I think most of it also is pregnancy, and my center of gravity is being pulled forward and all that. So yeah, so that's something that's been not too fun to deal with, but I've been managing. So just a lot of lower back pain. It kind of feels like there's a nerve being pinched, and it kind of hurts all the way down my leg. So I don't know if that's called sciatic pain or whatever, but that's what's been going on with that. My chest has been feeling a little bit better. I will have some days where the sensitivity is a lot higher than other days, so it doesn't hurt as bad. But for the most part, they're all right. I mean, they're like just normal sore, I guess, so that's okay. What else? Let's see here. Still no weight gain. Some days I'll weigh myself and I'll gain like half a pound, but that's just because I've eaten or something like that. So, but every time I weigh myself in the morning, right before I eat or do anything, I'll go to the bathroom and then weigh myself, and I'm the same weight. I just am not gaining anything. So I've been talking to people who were a little bit heavier when they got pregnant, and it does take longer with them, it seems like anyway. I'm not saying for everybody, but it took a while for them to even start gaining weight because you're so much more heavier than you were during your first pregnancy. So you're not gaining weight as quickly because you already have that extra poundage. So, and I was really sick. I was really sick in the beginning. So I think all those things kind of contribute to it. So I'm still at the same weight. I'm still 151. And Yeah, I don't mind putting my weight on here. I'm not proud of that weight. I'm normally a girl who's 120, 125 my whole life. So to be 30 pounds beyond that is hard. It is, but it's life. So whatever. Um, so I guess, dang, I don't know what else. I've been getting a lot of headaches, but I've been having these headaches since July. Um, Actually, July of 2011, so last year, I've been having these headaches, being seen for them. My doctor told me they were tension headaches, muscle tension headaches, but he never did an MRI. He never really looked any further into it. Just said, "Oh, that's what it sounds like." Take your Tylenol and here's some muscle relaxers. Nothing helped to alleviate it. Now being pregnant, there's really not a whole lot of tests they can do. My blood work comes back fine. Can't really do an MRA or x-rays or anything like that. So I guess I'll just deal with it. I've been dealing with it for this long. So what's, 4 months? Good Lord. So what's 5 more months, right? Oh my goodness. I don't really know what else. I don't measure my waist because I don't want to know how big I am. I just notice my belly getting bigger, but I don't want to know the actual size of it. I just call it bigger. And I think, gosh, what else? Woo! I don't really think I have anything else to update on. Cravings and stuff, don't really have cravings. Just kind of a normal appetite. Food aversions, I really don't have any specific food aversions, just when something's mentioned to me, it either sounds good or it doesn't, kind of thing. So I fluctuate back and forth with constipation and going and stuff, which is totally normal, I guess. I have been having trouble sleeping at night, so I have been taking Unisom, which, gosh, also helps with night. Like, sometimes I get nauseous at night, especially because I try not to eat past a certain time at night, because then you're just eating out of boredom, and really you should just be going to sleep. But it's been hard for me to actually get tired and fall asleep at night, so sometimes I go to bed at night and I'm still kind of hungry, and so I take a Unisom so that kind of helps curb that nauseous feeling, and then it also helps me fall asleep really, really fast, so that's nice. And then my bladder at night, I pee like 3 or 4 times a night. Actually, the past week, I've only been peeing once in the night, so that's been nice, but I wake up pretty much the same time every night, about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, because my bladder gets really full and I have to go pee. Throughout the day, I'm peeing a lot more because I bought those packs of Propels, the black cherry flavor Propel waters. There's 16-ounce bottles, and I drink like 2 of those a day. So I get my water intake, especially since I do live in Arizona, and it's starting to warm up. It's going to be up in the 90s next week. It's been in the 80s for like the past week. So it does get a lot warmer, and I have been super thirsty this pregnancy. Like, I am thirsty all the time. I always want something to drink. I do crave soda, which we are not big soda people. I mean, it's not that we don't like soda. It's just that we don't buy soda unless we go out to eat or anything. We'll have soda with, whatever meal we get. But other than that, we don't buy soda, so we don't drink it a whole lot. But I have been craving it. So I've been getting the icy waters. They're carbonated spring water that's flavored. So I've been using those as my soda substitute. Soda. I said that really funny. Soda. I'm not from Minnesota. Soda. So I'm using it as my soda in substitute. That's really hard to say. Anyway, so yeah, that's something. I'm just thirsty all the time, but I'm trying to keep enough fluids and liquids in my body I also have been taking a bath every single night, and I'm hoping that will help with like keeping my skin moisturized and stuff so that I don't get stretch marks on my tummy, because I avoided it my last pregnancy. I only got them on my sides. I didn't actually get them on my stomach. I don't want them on my stomach. I know it's wishful thinking, but whatever. I used the Palmer's cocoa butter last pregnancy. It didn't do crap. It didn't do anything for me except for make my stomach feel really greasy and gross. And I couldn't stand the smell of it, honestly. So I'm not using it this time. I'm just taking a lot of baths, and I usually use this moisturizer cream from Avon that my mom gave me. I use it on my face and on my stomach, and it actually has made my skin so soft, and I haven't been breaking out anymore. So yeah, I've had to change a few of my little nighttime regimens and stuff, but it's working so far, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed. And other than that, I really don't have a whole lot to report. So I guess I'll do a tummy shot. My daughter seems to have recorded some things on the TV. Alright. So, here is 17 weeks. Am I completely silenced? Yeah. Whoop, there it is. So yeah, that's my 17-week belly. So I guess that's my update, and I have my next appointment on the 7th, which is coming up on Wednesday, next Wednesday, or this coming Wednesday, I guess. And then I'm going to schedule our gender ultrasound, and then I'm going to let you know how we're going to let our families know what the gender is. So if you want, leave me a guess at what you think it'll be, boy or girl, and I will see you guys next week for another update. Thanks. Bye.